This here up City Boy OG Bry-dee, host of Urban Realness. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification button, and that share button. I want to touch on a subject, man, that left a bad taste in my mouth. And it's Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears. Now, I can look at it like they promoting pedophilia, being pedophiles, or it was done in poor taste. Well, I look at it, to me, both of them. Because when you have a child rolling around on the ground like that in dun-da-da-duns in his underwear like that, and you have a man sitting up there looking at this, how can you even, in humor, coming from a comedian point of view, how can you even feel comfortable doing something like that? I don't care how old the video is, it surfaced. You know, how can you feel comfortable having a child on the skit walk up to you and pour something on you? And then look at her say, do whatever your uncle say. It's like, I don't know, is it because she was raised in foster care and she went through some things in her life and she thinks that was okay? I don't know. I can't call it. I don't know the woman. I don't really know too much about her. She's a comedian, you know, she's a sister, but that don't mean nothing. You know, like I've often said in my videos, we have bad characters, bad apples in both cultures. When I speak on that kind of thing, you know, actually in all cultures. Globally, they're bad actors. Hell, I was a bad actor for years in my culture. I did a lot of things I'm not proud of to my community. So, you know, with that being said, I'm jumping back to the topic at hand. That was in very poor taste. That's like saying it's okay to do that. How can you, in humor? I was looking at the video and I had to stop because I'm a man, I've seen so many different things in my life, so many violent things. I've seen so many things that if you could walk the hallways of my mind and go into the bottom, deepest regions of my mind and see the things that I've seen in my life, you'd probably be in a mental asylum for the rest of your life if you're not a strong enough individual to handle the things that I've seen. And that's both in the street life, in prison, post-prison, pre-prison, during prison, all of that. I've seen horrific things, you know, and I've been a participant in things that are abnormal. You know, I'm not talking about sexual things. I'm not talking about harming children and things like that. But I'm saying just in activities in the streets, you know, things that I'm not proud of. That's why I say I must equate all the negativity I've done in my community with positivity for the next few years. That's my agenda. Yet in the same token, anything to harm a child, children are innocent. You can't even do that in jest. Because now, what if this has left some type of emotional scarring on this child that's subconsciously tucked in his mind? And then this child act upon the subconsciousness that comes to the consciousness and don't even know where it came from, but the seed was planted. See, people don't understand. It took me years to understand what the ripple effect is. I used to always say to myself, everything I did in the streets, I did to a gang member. So he was a gang member. He was an active gang member. All the shootings and so forth that I was a participant in my lifetime, I always justified, well, he's a gang member. No, it's a ripple effect. It's a psychological effect. It affects his children if he had any, the mothers, the fathers, the families, brothers, sisters, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a ripple effect. It has a long-term effect that's beyond the individual who I did things to. And it's the same thing with this child that you did this to. Are you looking at the long-term psychological effect that it may have on this child? This child said, shoot, I did it in the video. I remember that. It was all in jokes, but it must be good. Two adults showed me it. So I'm just saying, man, someone has to be held accountable. It's not go get a high-powered lawyer. It's make a public statement. It's fess up to your wrongs. Because me as a man, the way that I am now, I fess up to my wrongs if anybody pull me up on it. Because that's what men do. That's what grown folks do. Are they a reflection of everyone in our culture? No. They're a reflection of themselves who just happen to be part of our culture. And these are the things that I try to say to people. Some people are a reflection of themselves, yet they're of our culture. So with that being said, in the comment section, tell me what you think, man. Because I think it was both poor taste and I think it was promoting pedophilia, pedophiles. It's, man, it can't just be some kind of humorous joke. Where did it come from? It can't come from R. Kelly, because even though he's a pedophile and a pervert, he was victimizing women. Well, not even women, girls, babies, you know. So it can't come from that. So where'd it come from? It came from some type of sickness in your mind subconsciously. Even though you my people and I don't like slandering our people in public, this has to be addressed. You were filed for that. There's a sickness that exists in the both of you. I don't know what else to call it. So on that note, man, this ain't a video where I'm all humorous and happy or I'm banging on somebody or I'm overly aggressive as I usually am. It's just simply tell me in the comments, what do you feel about that? And what do you feel as a community, how we should address that? On that note, it's the hub and the dub with neighborhood love. It's two of them, baby. Y'all know what it is. Compton, California. One.